Okay, hey YouTube. I know it's been a while since I've made an update. I didn't make an update last week because I've been so busy with school. I had my college finals this past week, so I was far too busy sitting down, studying, and cramming for all those tests, so I didn't have time to sit down and make a video. So I'm doing it now. Jayden turned 17 months on Saturday. It is now Friday, so he's almost 17 months in 1 week. I've got a ton of stuff to talk about, so this is probably going to be a two-parter since I missed last week. I've got lots of things to talk about. First thing is, I am now working again. I work during the summers when I'm not in school full-time, so now I work at a lake in like a little convenience store type thing. It's like convenience store type slash restaurant thingy. So I work there, and today Jayden was supposed to go get his shots. I told you guys before that he had not gotten his 15-month shots yet, and because his old doctor hadn't transferred, the doctor's office haven't transferred over his shot records to the new doctor, so they can't give him his shots until they get the shot records from the previous doctor's office. And so I had to work today, this morning, and so did Thomas. So Thomas's dad took Jayden to the doctor to get the shots. But when they got there, once again, they tell us that his shot records still have not been transferred. And I don't know when they're going to find them. I think it's kind of ridiculous. It's been months now, and I guess they are buried they're in the basement of the Clinton Memorial Hospital, which is kind of like, you know, the branches of all these doctors' office are kind of connected to the hospital. So I don't know why they're at the hospital, and I don't know when he will get his shot records. So he still has not gotten his 15-month shots yet, and he is now 17 months old. But anyways, when Thomas's dad took Jayden to the doctor's office, they went ahead and did a physical on him. I'm not quite sure why they did that, because he was just supposed to go get shots. But anyways, they did, and they weighed him and measured him, and he was 31 inches, so he's gained 2 inches since his last appointment. Since his 15-month appointment, he's gotten taller by 2 inches, and I've noticed that he's getting taller, because I've noticed like some of his pants are getting short and things like that. And they weighed him, and he only weighed 20.8 pounds, which is actually a few ounces lighter than his 15-month checkup. So he's lost weight instead of gained it, and that kind of worried the doctor a little bit. So Jayden is now on a high-protein diet, and he has to eat 5 meals a day. And he has to eat a lot of protein. He has to eat a lot of fish, eggs, cottage cheese, avocados, peanut butter, things like that are really high in protein. Which is going to be kind of hard because Jayden doesn't really like meat. So, but he does like peanut butter, thank goodness, and things like that. So we're going to have to beef him up. He's little, and I don't know why. He has been sick the past week and a half or so, so I'm hoping maybe that's why, because he hasn't really had much of an appetite here lately. I've noticed that he just hasn't been really eating much, has he? So I'm hoping that's where the weight loss came from, him being so sick and just not wanting to eat. But the doctor wants to see him back in a month, and he has to go to Children's Hospital to be tested, to get blood work done to make sure that his body is absorbing all the nutrients like it's supposed to be. But I mean, he's like, every checkup we go to pretty much, they say, you know, he's small for his age, blah 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 blah. At one point, you know, his old doctor said not to give him any water because that was empty calories and he really needed the calories. But besides that, we really hadn't really been thinking too much of it. So we're trying to change his diet a little bit, get more calories and protein in his diet. And hopefully that will help bring his weight back up. And like I said, he has to be tested sometime. We haven't made an appointment for that yet. So yeah, he's little. He's yeah, he's 17 months and still doesn't even weigh 21 pounds yet. So he's very little. He's still in 12-month clothes. 12-month shorts are still big on him. I still roll them. So hopefully, you know, hopefully there's nothing serious wrong. It's just we need to change his diet a little bit. Because he does eat all day long, like when he's healthy. It seems to me like it anyways. So I don't know. So I'll update you guys on that when we either go to get the blood work done or when we go and get for his follow-up checkup in a month. So hopefully he'll gain some weight. We haven't given him the Flintstone vitamins and things like that. I don't know if we're going to end up having to like put him on one of those toddler formulas or maybe like Pediasure or something like that. But we just need to beef him up some. And other than that, I mean, he's doing great. He's getting smarter every day, and he's learning new words every single day. It seems like he learns a new word. So he's talking a lot more, and he's asking for things verbally a lot more now, and he's still signing a lot, and Thomas and I kind of really need to get on the ball and learn more signs, because all the signs we know he already knows and uses, so we need to learn some new ones to teach him. Cloth diapers. Cloth diapers have been going kind of back and forth. We use them about half of the time because it seems like every time he wears them he gets a diaper rash. And I don't know if that's because he's been sick or if it's because of the cloth diapers or we're just not changing him enough. But just every time I see a rash come in, I instantly put him in a disposable with diaper rash cream. It's kind of annoying though because I really want to use his cloth, but you know I can't use it if it's going to continue to give him diaper rash. It may be the detergent I'm using, I don't know. So right now he's in a disposable. I always put a disposable on him during the night, but I think I need to start putting a disposable on him during nap time too, so he's not in it for as long as for like a long period of time, because we're already changing him. At least I try to change him when he's in cloth every 2 hours. I try not to go over 2 hours ever, but sometimes people forget and he doesn't get changed. What else? He now tries to jump. When I tell him to jump, he kind of just like crouches down and like stands back up, and he thinks he's jumping when he does that. And he'll twist. When I tell him to twist, we twist, and he does that now, and he's just really silly. Tell him to dance, and he'll dance even when there's no music on. He'll just start shaking it. And now every time I've noticed, like when I take his shirt off, he finds his nipples. I don't know why that is, but I've noticed that the past few days. Every time he has a shirt off, he's like playing with his nipples. I guess he's just kind of, realized they were there. And yeah, so he's discovered his nipples. What else? He sings songs. When you tell him to sing, he'll start making these funny sounds and noises. And he knows if you ask him, Jayden, what does a cow say? He'll moo, and you say, Jayden, what does a sheep say? And he'll baff. So he knows what a cow and a sheep. He knows how to make cow and sheep noises.